Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
A Pentagon engineer claims he had an encounter with an electric blue barbell UFO. Just over 10 years ago, on August 28, 2013, 3 witnesses reported that they spotted a UFO half the length of a football field, which glowed an eerie indigo blue. The claim sparked a decade of research. The U.S. Department of Defense contractor said he and 2 other witnesses observed the phenomenon in a 7-minute encounter on an old logging road in southwestern Ontario, Canada. According to Mail Online, at around 9:40 p.m., the 3 witnesses were returning from a black bear hunting expedition. The defense contractor, who wished to remain anonymous, said, "The very first thing that was intense was just how bright this thing was. It was spectacular. Having been involved with optical systems in the past, we're talking about a vehicle that looked like a stadium lighting scenario. It was brilliant." He claimed the object flew slowly above the tree line, and described an indigo plasma that covered most of the craft, which was bone-shaped or barbell-shaped and extended around 170 feet long, 60 feet wide and 20 feet tall. The craft rotated slowly around its center while emitting an electrical spark-like shower, always opposite of the direction of travel, the defense contractor said, but without a specific origin point. The contractor said he first attempted to film the UFO with 2 devices that he was carrying, a Motorola phone and a Sony HD camera, but the devices malfunctioned, acting like they were in a boot sequence. To get a closer look, he observed the UFO through his rifle sight, and said the light being emitted looked more like a laser light. When he tried to capture the UFO on his camera, only static would appear. The case's first investigators told Mail Online that the electronic data from the filmed footage showed white noise pulses in the video that occur in 1-second loops identical to the strobing light from the UFO itself. The case caught the attention of Robert Powell, a UFO investigator, and his co-investigator Phil Leach, a retired former police detective, who have spent a decade looking into what happened. They conducted the investigation for the civilian group, the Mutual UFO Network, MUFON. Mr. Powell told Mail Online that UFO cases with this shape are so rare only around 50 to 60 cases exist throughout history. Time is running out for the world's rarest sea animal. Urgent warning for Android users over bug that can empty your bank account. NASA accidentally aired audio of a serious emergency on the ISS. Rare fungal STI detected in the US for the first time. At first, they looked at the static footage through an oscilloscope, a device that tracks changes in electrical voltages, frequency, and other specs to troubleshoot electronics. This interference matched the rhythm of the UFO's light show, and, according to them, this perfect pulsation function was behaving like a very large version of a normal alternating current, AC, motor. By using their own experience at producing plasma at a smaller scale, the investigators said that a minimum of 160 megawatts, 160 million watts, of power would be needed to surround the craft in plasma, which he suspects is the UFO's propulsion system. However, Mr. Powell is aware that without proof, the whole case is still anecdotal, and he told Mail Online he is still in contact with the witness, attempting to get the raw footage copy of the video. Privacy policy.